Hi there, I'm Dr. Stacey Naito, and today I'm going to talk to you about this device. It's called an Acu-Hump. And the Acu-Hump is designed to replace a masseuse's hands and fingers. So it's a great at-home tool that you can use to release bound up tissue, so tight muscles, sciatica, lower back strains, you name it. It's great for all of that. So this is designed for use on the back and in the hip area and also in the butt or glute area. So it's kind of flexible, but it's definitely rigid enough where when you're lying on this, you're going to get some really good like deep tissue contact. So it's great. So I'm going to come closer to the camera so that you can see this a little bit in more detail. So that's the back, here's the front. There are these little knobs, and these are basically like shiatsu pressure knobs. There are 7 on each side, okay? And they're designed to basically trigger like the paraspinal muscles and latissimus dorsi and the glute muscles very effectively. So now, one thing I wanted to show you is that there is this little divot here, okay, on one side, and you don't see it on the other side. So it's really important when you're using this tool, if you're using it on your back or your hips, you're going to have the divot facing towards your head, okay? And then if you have it on your glute area or your butt, this is going to face on the bottom, okay? So I am going to do a little demonstration so you can see how to use this. So basically you're just going to place it on the floor, okay? So I'm going to start out, and so I'm going to have the curved side facing that way, which is where my head's going to go. And now I'm going to lie on the floor, get this thing positioned so it's kind of right at my shoulder blades, a little bit lower. And if I drop my feet down and have my knees straight, there's not as much pressure. But if I want to actually drive into the Acu-Hump, I can bend my knees and then actually kind of push my shoulders down into the floor, okay? So basically I have gravity and I have my body weight applying the pressure on top of this Acu-Hump, okay? So now I'm going to move the tool basically right where my sacroiliac joints are, my SI joints, okay? To get a release in the pelvis. And this actually feels really, really good. Now if I want to apply more pressure, again, I can kind of drive my pelvis down towards the floor, and so I'm adding pressure there, okay? But I could just lie here and just let gravity take effect. It's great. It's just a wonderful release. And finally, if I want to get a release in my glutes, which I always do because I'm always working my glutes, so it's kind of a thing with me. I'm just trying to fight the aging process. I want to have a nice perky bottom. So I'm going to make sure that the curved portion is going to be where my feet are, and then I can just sit on this, okay? So the other cool thing is, if you want, you can kind of get like, you kind of mimicking massage, where you can kind of rotate back and forth, or you can even just like lean on one side and get a nice release on one side, go to the other side, okay? And you can actually do that same rocking motion or twisting motion. You can do the balancing motion in this area. So you can kind of just, rock back and forth. And, if there's a certain spot that you want to kind of drive into, you can rotate until you hit that spot, and then just, like I said, let gravity and your body weight kind of do the rest of the work.